Welcome back to Secret Trails, the murder of JonBenét Ramsey. On a cold Christmas night in 1996, in the picturesque town of Boulder, Colorado, a horrific crime was about to unfold, one that would captivate the nation for decades to come. This is the chilling story of JonBenét Ramsey, a 6-year-old beauty queen whose life was brutally cut short, leaving behind a web of mystery, suspicion, and unanswered questions. Our tale begins in the affluent Ramsey household. John Ramsey, a successful businessman, his wife Patsy, a former beauty queen, and their children JonBenét and Burke, had just finished celebrating Christmas Day. The house was adorned with festive decorations, and the air was filled with the lingering warmth of holiday cheer. Little did they know that by morning, their world would be shattered forever. In the early hours of December 26th, Patsy Ramsey claims she went downstairs to make coffee and found a chilling 3-page ransom note on the spiral staircase. The note, addressed to John Ramsey, demanded $18,000 for the safe return of their daughter, an oddly specific amount that happened to match John's recent bonus. Panic-stricken, Patsy called 911 at 5:52 a.m. "We have a kidnapping," she cried, her voice trembling with fear. Police arrived within minutes, but what followed was a series of missteps that would haunt the investigation for years to come. Despite the ransom note warning against contacting authorities, the Ramseys called friends and family to the house, potentially contaminating the crime scene. Police failed to secure the area properly, allowing people to move freely through the home. These crucial errors would later complicate the gathering of evidence and fuel endless speculation. As the day wore on with no word from the supposed kidnappers, Detective Linda Arndt suggested John and a family friend search the house. It was then, at approximately 1:05 p.m., that John Ramsey made a horrifying discovery in the basement wine cellar: the lifeless body of JonBenét. The scene was gruesome. JonBenét's body was wrapped in her white blanket. A garrote fashioned from a nylon cord and a broken paintbrush handle was twisted around her neck. She had suffered a massive skull fracture and showed signs of sexual assault. The autopsy would later reveal that she had been strangled and bludgeoned to death. The discovery of JonBenét's body inside the house immediately cast doubt on the kidnapping theory. Suspicion quickly fell on the Ramseys themselves. Why would kidnappers leave a lengthy ransom note only to murder the child and leave her body in the house? Why did the ransom amount match John's bonus? And how could an intruder navigate the large, unfamiliar house in the dead of night? The investigation that followed was fraught with controversy. The Ramseys hired lawyers and PR specialists, refusing to be interviewed separately by police for months. This behavior, while legally advisable, fueled public suspicion. Media frenzy reached fever pitch, with tabloids splashing lurid headlines and armchair detectives dissecting every detail of the case. As the investigation progressed, disturbing details emerged. The ransom note, written on paper from a notepad found in the house, contained phrases that seemed oddly personal. Handwriting analysis was inconclusive, but some experts pointed to similarities with Patsy's writing. Then there was the question of DNA. A small amount of unidentified male DNA was found on JonBenét's underwear and long johns. This evidence has been both a source of hope for solving the case and a point of contention, with debates raging over its significance and origin. Over the years, numerous theories have emerged. Some believe an intruder committed the crime, pointing to a possible point of entry through a basement window. Others suspect a family member, citing the complexity of the crime scene and the improbability of a stranger spending hours in the house undetected. The case took another turn when attention shifted to JonBenét's then 9-year-old brother, Burke. Some theorize that he might have been involved in an accident that was then covered up by the parents. Burke has vehemently denied any involvement and sued several media outlets for defamation. In 2008, new DNA techniques seemingly exonerated the Ramsey family. A touch DNA analysis found genetic material from an unknown male on JonBenét's clothing, leading the Boulder district attorney to formally apologize to the Ramseys. As we approach nearly 3 decades since that fateful Christmas night, the murder of JonBenét Ramsey remains one of America's most infamous, unsolved crimes. It serves as a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk behind the facade of perfection and the complexities involved in seeking justice for the most vulnerable among us. Share your thoughts in the comments below. If this story has captivated you, please like, share, and subscribe to Secret Trails.